Hello there, welcome to a tyke farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding-a-ling-ding-dong the bell. It's Thursday morning, 6:30, no workmen on site at the moment. They'll be arriving 7 o'clock onwards. As usual, we'll make 1 or 2 videos throughout the day. Hopefully today we'll see the end of the fence. Well, it will do. So looking forward to this evening to see what we get done. It's always good to finish a project, and the fence was the first project we started. But we couldn't reach agreement with next door, so that the far fence between us and them was just left for over 12 months. We didn't reach agreement this time really, but any objections he had, or how can we say, the hope of getting some money out of me to keep him quiet, were mitigated this year when I allowed him to have a bit of credit in the shop. So we've got the fence in with no drama, and with very few dogs getting in the site now. We're still 1 or 2, but I'll be able to start putting some wire netting on top of them panels, and we should dog proof this site in a short while. So I'll leave this video there and I'll go and have a look in the piggery. All fast asleep, every one of them, I think. A little bit of feed in the toss, not much. So we'll leave this video there and I'll do 2 or 3 more throughout the day. So size measuring up and determining the length of the posts at that end. They've got the water hose ready to get the level, so they're perfectly square. Now I was talking to my son David, who's engineering manager in a animal feed factory, big chain in Australia, and I was asking about these tubes of water they use here, and I've seen derogatory comments on YouTube about implying how backward it is in the Philippines, still using tubes of water instead of laser levelers or spirit levels. And I asked David about it, and now I realise it's bullshit. He explained to me that he uses tubes of water when he was installing new machinery at the feed factory to get the levels, and he told me that laser levels aren't accurate enough. even the expensive ones have a deviation, whereas a tube of water has no deviation at all. Water finds its own level. And he said, yeah, they're still used in the West, especially on large projects where, you know, if they're building a 10, 15 story building, it has to be accurate, and laser levels have a deviation. That's the explanation David gave to me, and he's in the know because that's his job. So these water tubes aren't a backward thing at all. They're still used in the West widely, just that we don't know about it. Whereas you watch a YouTube video here and you see them with a tube of water and you think, have they not got laser levels here? Well, of course they have, but they're expensive. And tube of water is very cheap, of course. But for me, from a layman's point of view, I have every confidence in these blokes. I mean, Soy's been in construction, I don't know, probably from 15-year-old. So 40 years plus, just over 40 years, and he's built everything here. It's 12:30. We're on lunch hour, so we'll go and have a look and see what they've done this morning. We haven't poured any concrete. The fence is just as it was, and we've been sorting out these posts. Both these two posts were poured yesterday. We've added more VO bar to extend them. That one's shuttered up, ready for pouring, which has been extended, and that one is ready for pouring. And then when them are poured, the shuttering will be moved onto these two at this side, and we'll shutter them up to the height required, and then will be poured. So a lot of measuring, a lot of water tubing this morning. But we're organised and we're ready for the next stage, which won't happen today because we have a change of plan today, which I'll explain to you in a minute. So basically that's the construction finished today. And the reason being, we were going to butcher a pig on Saturday, but we brought that forward. We're going to be butchering the pig this afternoon. And the reason why is It's that pig who was volunteering. There's a lot of pork on the market. Prices are dropping, all with the scares of African swine fever. And the last twice we butchered a pig on a Saturday, we've had competition from other people butchering, and the price dropped to $2.50 a kilo last week, and it's around $200 a kilo this week. So what we've decided to do is butcher today, butcher early, because on Saturday other people will be butchering pigs, and steal a march on other people by going into the market earlier. So these will be sold in the shop, the pork will be sold in the shop at $2.50. We might lower it to $2.30, not decided yet. But what we've done with Gwyn and Ramil is we're going to sell the meat to them at 180 pesos a kilo, and they can go around the houses and sell it for $2.30. So they'll make 50 pence a kilo, 50 pesos a kilo, and we'll get 180 pesos a kilo. As aim is to sell all the pig today without it going in the freezer. So that's the plan. Now if we sell pigs, we've got two. Well, that one's going, so we've got 4 pigs still ready for slaughter. These are away off yet. So we need to shift 4 pigs in this next 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum. Now if you sell to a big pig buyer, we're going to get 120 a kilo. And at 120 a kilo, when they work out the feed, we'll either make a very small profit, or more likely break even, or maybe even a very small loss. So we need to try by any means we can to get rid of these 5 pigs, get rid of this pork, because we've got a glut now, and come out as best we can. And at $2.30 a kilo in the shop, we'll do all right. If Win and Ramil sell a fair bit of pork and we get 180 a kilo, that's okay. We'll do okay at that as well. But 120, I want to avoid that if I can, and I think I will. So that's the plan. So we're butchering that pig this afternoon. The water's on boiling, the fire's on, so there won't be a great deal of work done on the posts and fence this afternoon. There might be some done. Only really takes 2 men to butcher, and it doesn't take a lot of time, so we might get a bit of work done. But we've got to get rid of this glut of pork. The shop sales aren't high enough to get rid of it through the shop without putting it on offer, because there's that much pork about. Everybody who has pigs are killing or disposing as best they can, and there's no evidence of swine flu from what I've heard or seen in this area, but it's just sheer panic. I've seen it, this is the 3rd time there's been scares of swine flu in this area, and same as soy, backyard pigs He destocked the first time. He did lose a couple of pigs, and he sold one of his sows. He got 1,000 pesos for the sow, 140 kilos, whatever it was. And he's not restocked since. Two reasons: fear of it coming back, and the fact that he couldn't afford to restock. So everybody's offloading pigs, and we have to get the best value out of them as I can. So we'll see how we go today. So I'll leave this video there, and I'll do another one late afternoon, early evening. It's 4:45 with two men left on site, Ram and Win. Sawyer and Roger's just gone. We've had a pretty good day today, one way or another, so I'll go and show you. The fire's still burning from butchering the pig, but we're all finished and cleaned up. We're still washing out. Ramil's having a shower, so I'll pause it there for a minute. Well, we've done quite well today, I think. We've got one being made up, and another one well on its way to being made up. So we've got two made up. Now we butchered the pig this afternoon. It was a bit smaller, but it had a cyst, so that's why it volunteered. And it killed out at 62 kilos. Now we've sold, I think it's 25 kilos at the last count. Win went round the houses, and we sold it for 230 pesos a kilo. Then Win and Ramil got another 5 or 8 kilos as they delivered the meat orders which Jean had got in the shop. So for that 5 or 8 kilos, we'll get 180 pesos a kilo. And Win and Ramil, when they collect the money, we'll divide the remainder. But that meat what Win and Ramil sold won't be paid for until Saturday. So there's a bit of a risk there, but I feel we've got to get rid of some meat. Now the meat what's left is a rump and a rib and half the shoulder and the trotters. So what doesn't sell on that we'll get in the freezer. But hopefully we'll sell another 10-15 kilos this evening at 230 a kilo. So yeah, we haven't poured any concrete, but we've done quite well, because three of the workmen were doing the pig for 2 hours, and then Win and Ramil were another hour chopping up the meat, delivering it and getting a few sales. So yeah, we'll leave this video there, and we'll do another one tomorrow.